This mom gave birth to a healthy baby, but when doctors saw her placenta, they left it inside her. When one mom gave birth to a healthy baby boy, she couldn't have been happier. However, her joy soon turned to despair when doctors saw her placenta. It was in such a state, in fact, that the medical team made the bold move to leave it inside her. That mom was Kirsten Terlitzy, who lives in Los Gatos in California. She resides there with her husband Jeff, whom she married in October 2010, and 4 years after their wedding the couple received some good news, namely that they were expecting their second baby together also, if you have not done so already. Now back to the story. At first, Berlitza's pregnancy went smoothly at the beginning of her third trimester. However, the situation became substantially more perilous around 28 weeks in pregnancy. Lizzie revealed in an interview with Stanford Healthcare, around 28 weeks in pregnancy, my ultrasound images started looking suspicious. They could not see a separation between my placenta, my uterus, and my bladder. At that time, when they examined the expectant mom, doctors couldn't find any separation between her placenta, her uterus, and her bladder. Terlitzy was subsequently diagnosed with placenta prurita, a more severe form of placenta accreta, and the condition could have devastating consequences for her. Have placenta prurita. The placenta can go completely through the uterine wall out to the other side and invades nearby organs. During a regular pregnancy, the placenta grows within the uterus. It then connects to the uterine wall before the body flushes it out after a woman gives birth. However, if the mom has placenta accreta, it's not that simple. That's because the condition causes the placenta to grow rapidly in an uncontrollable manner. As a result, the placenta bends into the uterine wall, which means that the doctors must manually detach it following the birth. However, this in turn often leads to hemorrhaging. 60 years ago, though cases of accreta were extremely uncommon, indeed in the 1950s, just 1 in every 30,000 births in the United States was affected by the condition. Today, however, it is much less rare, occurring in 1 in 500 deliveries in US. One reason for this is the prevalence of cesarean sections today. Women who have had C-sections in the past often have scars on their uterus. The new placenta can then bond deeply to the scar tissue, resulting in accreta, and Terlitzy herself had given birth to her first son via cesarean section in some cases. Moreover, the hemorrhaging caused by credit can be deadly. In fact, in the United States, 1 in every 14 women with credit will die. So needless to say, Sir Lisa's diagnosis was terrifying for her, and given the seriousness of her condition, Terlitzy had to give birth at 33 weeks. So in July 2014, a team of 30 medical professionals at Stanford Hospital helped deliver her second son, Leo. Thankfully, the little baby was perfectly healthy. It was only after Terlitzy had given birth, in fact, that the invasion was much worse than expected. The medical experts already knew that Terlitzy's case of accreta was an especially severe case called prurita. In these instances, the placenta grows right through the uterine wall and can invade nearby internal organs. But when doctors came to assess Terlitzy's placenta, the situation was far worse than they expected. That was because Terlitzy's placenta had grown far beyond any comprehension, and as the surgeons examined the scale of the tissues expansion, they pondered how they were ever going to get it out without serious damage to the new mom. In the end, though they made a seemingly unlikely decision, they decided to leave Terlitzy's placenta inside her. They stopped and closed me up with the entire placenta untouched, still inside my body. Terlitzy revealed they were worried I would get an infection, that I would start spontaneously hemorrhaging, but there was also this thought that maybe the body would start to reabsorb the placenta in an unprecedented move. Worse, after 3 days the mom still hadn't met her precious little baby. I felt like a time bomb waiting to explode. I was in ICU for 3 days, and when I got transferred from ICU to F3, they must have done some serious behind-the-scenes coordination. As a result, her doctors pulled some strings and arranged a special midnight visit. Looking back on the special occasion, Terlitzy admitted that it gave her a massive morale boost. It had something that I needed to get better for and to get back to, she explained. The empathy of my team and their ability to see that bigger picture and to just make something happen to gave me a much-needed morale boost. I had something that I needed to get better for and to get back to, but things got worse before they got better, as after 6 weeks in the hospital, bruises began to appear all over Terlitzy's body. The signs naturally weren't good, and the skin later revealed something alarming. Terlitzy was in fact approaching serious liver failure. It was then that surgeons decided to operate. So in an epic 8-hour procedure, they removed her placenta and some unnecessary organs, and repaired the damage to other, critical ones. During this time, Terlitzy needed 26 units of blood to stabilize her. Moreover, it was touch and go whether the mom of 2 would make it happily. However, she went on to make a full recovery. Now, she's forever thankful for the expert care those at Stanford Healthcare gave her and her baby. I knew that I was at the right place. They were going to do everything that they could possibly do. You'd never even know that Leo was a preemie, the proud mom gushed. He's a feisty and determined 1-year-old, and we're pretty convinced that my mutant placenta gave him some X-Men powers on a tough road, but I've made a full recovery and you'd never even know that Leo was a preemie. He's feisty and determined. One Turley can continue with her life and enjoy every moment spent with her family as a way of displaying her gratitude. In fact, she now volunteers at Stanford Hospital. As I've become a volunteer at Stanford and have learned what CI care is, as soon as I read about it I had this like, oh, that's the magic. They actually have this spelled out in how to do it, because they're definitely achieving it. And achieving it in a genuine way, and thanks to her doctor's expertise she'll now get to see her children grow.